We are back. This is Monterey on tonight. I am Gary Morris. And guess who I have in the studio tonight? I am so lucky tonight. Tonight's my lucky show, 156. Not only did I get the assistant district attorney, I got the sheriff.
You know, Gary, that's the first time anyone said they're lucky to get the sheriff.
I am lucky to get the sheriff.
Usually they're running from me.
Why? You're a wonderful person. You're keeping law and order going in this county. Wonderful. It's so nice to have you here. Sheriff Tina Nieto has 36 years of law enforcement and is the first elected Latina sheriff in the history of the state of California. Sworn in on December 30th, 2022, and the first female sheriff for Monterey County. I like firsts. I like first.
Well, hopefully I'm not the last.
Well, let's hope not.
I know.
Let's hope not. Let's inspire young Latina women to do the kind of work you do.
I hope that there's young men, young women out there, young people of color, minorities that say, man, if she can do it,
exactly.
I can do it.
Now, tell me, was it a difficult trek for you to do this job? I mean, being the first, how difficult is it being the first?
Well, you know, Gary, I decided to go the easy route, so I joined the Los Angeles Police Department to start my career.
You did. You're in L.A.?
I spent 28 and a half years with LAPD.
Oh, my goodness. So you were a police officer in L.A.?
Yeah, I moved up the ranks. I started, as a beat cop and worked all over the West Side and Los Angeles.
I didn't know that.
And then, my last 10 years with LA, I was a command officer. I ran big parts of the city. It was an exciting time. It was a fun time. But I'm very blessed that I'm here in Monterey County now.
All right, what made you decide that I've had enough of LAPD and I want to go up to a nice, quiet county like Monterey County and I want to be the sheriff? What made you decide to do that?
The freeways in LA. So I would be commuting 1 to 3 hours one way every day to my place of employment. And it didn't matter time of night, time of day. And I said, I need to go to somewhere that's really nice, that the people are nice. I like beach communities.
Really?
And so I decided I was going to look for a chief of police job. And I ended up, again, very blessed. I ended up as the chief of police of the city of Marina, which brought me up to the county.
That's how you got here. I see now. I didn't know any of this.
And then I just, as soon as I got here, I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the community. They were welcoming. They were warm. And it's a place I knew that I wanted to stay until I'm carried out.
Yeah.
By 6.
Until you retire.
Yeah.
So we go to the other side.
To
That's
the other
what
adventure,
I
as I
always
always
the other
say.
side, yeah. So you went to Marina. What year was this?
This was, I started with Marina at the end of 2017.
Okay.
So
that's when you left L.A.?
Yeah, I retired from LAPD on August 31st of 2017, and I began with the city of Marina on September 11th.
Oh, my goodness. What a great segue.
Yes.
Just like that.
Yeah, I just, I timed it, obviously.
Did you know Bruce Delgado before this all happened?
No, I didn't. Maybe that's a good thing, Bruce. I'm not quite sure.
The mayor. He's the mayor of Marina.
Yeah, Bruce is the mayor.
Yeah. So you started in 2017, August. And then how long did you stay with the Marina PD before you decided to run for sheriff?
I was with the Marina Police Department for at least 4 years when I finally filed to run for sheriff of the county. And so by the time I was sworn in as the sheriff for Monterey County, I spent a little over 5 years as the chief of police of the city of Marina.
You did?
City of Marina, it's a great community.
Oh,
I've had a really blessed life. I don't know.
And Sheriff, I'll tell you something. I think Marina is the fastest growing city on the Monterey Peninsula.
It is. Actually, one of the reasons that they hired me as the chief of police is the city manager at that time already knew the city was growing quite a bit. Yeah. They wanted somebody who appreciated that small town feel, but had that big city experience.
Oh, yeah. And so, look what's happening there now.
And that place is growing.
It's
amazing.
Fire. I mean, literally,
It's gonna be one of the biggest cities in the peninsula eventually.
It is. I predict that. And I think one of the reasons that it's great is because of Joby.
Oh, Joby Aviation, I got to tell you, from the very beginning, when I came into the city of the marina, the amazing thing about Joby is that when you're with a small city and you're a director, you sit in these directors meetings with your city manager, and I was very lucky to come in right when Joby
Was coming?
Well,
Yeah.
no, when they approached the city
Oh,
from
they
the very
came-
beginning.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
And so I'm a techie. I love tech. You know, I did my homework, and I was a huge advocate for, you know, helping Joby along as they developed out at the airport.
Yes.
And you may not think the chief of police can have that kind of influence, but when you're working in a small city and the other directors, you really do kind of have that influence.
Yeah.
So I got to know all the Joby people, even the founder of Joby, because I was with them as they, you know,
As they
first
were
coming
launching.
in and
Yeah.
you know, going over plans and what were they going to do and how was the city going to work with them. I mean, they weren't there. Literally, they had just
come.
they had just
they
called the
picked
city
out-
and say, hey, we'd like to take a look at your airport. Literally. So-
And whoever the guys were that decided that Joby was going to be a marina, bless them, because that company is, I'll tell you, those, I call them Ubers of the sky, because that's what they're going to
exactly
be.
what they are, Ubers of the sky.
Ubers of the sky, and it's going to change transportation. When those things are up and operating, going to change transportation big time.
You know, it already is. I know. I follow Joby, obviously, and where the FAA is with Joby right now. It's going to change everything. Joby, if you're watching, I love you, and I want to
Me
be
too.
the one to pilot using Joby's in a law enforcement capacity.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Go back to that Joby flying there, Dylan. Electric aerial ride sharing, vertical takeoff. They're building them here, and this is the future, folks. I mean, you know, Gus Luzania is in the studio tonight. He's the guy that designed all of our equipment here in our studio here in Seaside at KMBY TV. And he's living in San Jose. He is working at NBC Telemundo now.
Okay.
And he could get on a Joby at the San Jose airport and be here in 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's the Jobies, the vertical takeoff vehicles, the electric vertical takeoff vehicles are going to change really just the whole landscape of our country as this becomes a regular mode of transportation.
Yes.
And, you know, if you talk to the Joby people, and obviously I had a lot of talks with the Joby people, you know, they're designing it for the common person.
Yes, they
because
are.
they are the Uber of the air. And that's the whole thing. They were looking at what's good for our community. How do we decrease congestion on our freeways?
When you talked about the reason you left Los Angeles was because of the 405 freeway. I've been on that 405.
and that's the one I had to travel on.
Oh my goodness. And when you're in LA and you're on the 405 and you look around and it's bumper to bumper and you say, what are these people thinking? Why are they doing this every single day?
And I was one of those people who thought that every single day when I was in that traffic.
Oh,
And
my goodness.
I would just turn up the radio.
Yeah, but it
And
moves
had I
so-
known about your show, I would have turned up Gary Morris. But I would just turn on songs and, you know, sing to myself like a crazy
how long
woman.
was your commute from your home to work when you were down there?
So it was literally 1 hour to 3 hours one way every day.
Oh,
and it didn't matter at
Tina.
night when I left. I could work till 8 o'clock at night, and I still had an hour and a half commute.
Oh,
And
my goodness.
At some point, you're like, I'm kind of tired, and I've been
Aren't
living
you
on the freeways.
Aren't you happy that you made the decision to get out and get up here? When you look back,
When I look back, I had an angel on my shoulder who was whispering in my ear, and I want to thank that angel because it was the best decision I ever made. I love Monterey County.
Yeah.
The quality of life shot up for me.
oh yeah,
You know, I'm in my 37th year in law enforcement,
Wow,
and
good for
I
you.
look so happy because I'm not on the freeways.
if for no other reason, than to get off the freeways and spend your life in bumper to bumper traffic, you gotta. And Uber's gonna not Uber, Joby is gonna make the change for a lot of people. I mean, when you know that you can just go park your car, climb on the next Joby to wherever you need to go, whether it's 10, 15, 20 minutes to that commute. And believe me, they will have the pricing, so it will be very low. Not Uber price, but a little bit more than Uber.
But it'll be affordable, and if you're
It will
somebody,
be.
it'll help our Monterey airport because it'll bring in people to leave out of the Monterey airport. It'll help people in our area that maybe have to connect to a bigger flight, because the availability is to get up to San Jose airport, to connect to other parts of the world.
Let's talk about your job now, because you're probably always looking for people to come into your department. How does a young person today, get connected in law enforcement with the Sheriff's Department of Monterey County? How do they do it?
Well, when they go to our website. If you just go to countyofmonterey.gov, you can connect to all our different departments, including the Sheriff's Office. And you could go to Human Resources, our HR page, and it will show you how to start the application process. Yeah, there it is, our open positions.
Open position. Are you hiring now?
Right now, we're just hiring lateral officers because
Okay.
one of my things that I promised when I was going to come in as sheriff was to have 0 vacancies on our agency.
Okay.
And I actually met that goal as the sheriff.
You did.
Believe
Good
it
for
or not,
you.
because I do believe that people want to work somewhere that they're valued,
And
our
happy.
and happy. And I already know the community loves their law enforcement, so that's not an issue. It's just wanting to work for the Monterey County Sheriff's Office, and so we were able to do that. Right now, we're dealing with some harder budget times. A lot of people are, and so. The hiring is a little slowed down as the county makes sure that it does what it's fiscally responsible to do to keep moving.
What age can you be to apply?
You can be 20 and a half to apply
20 and a half.
to be law enforcement.
In law enforcement.
But I got to tell you that most chiefs, most sheriffs, most people that run an agency are going to look for somebody that maybe is a little bit older, right, for life experience.
Yeah, sure.
Who, it's great if you've got college. It doesn't have to be in criminal justice. I appreciate people that come in with different degrees because I want diversity of thought in my
Sure.
deputies that come into the agency, because I don't want everybody to be the same. I want those differences. Those differences bring value.
How many people are in your department now?
We are about at 445 personnel right now.
Wow.
Some of those are professional staff, though, because the sheriff's office, I'm not only the sheriff, but the sheriff's offices, there's 58 in the state of California because we have 58 counties. But our sheriff's office, we run the correctional facilities, so the jail. We run all the bailiffs out of the courts. I'm also the coroner.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I hire a forensic pathologist, but I'm technically the coroner by the law. We also do all the civil, like the evictions and stuff like that. That's
So you
the
got a
hard
lot
part,
on
yeah.
your agenda.
So we have a lot on our plate, and we do all the law enforcement for the unincorporated areas of our county. And our county is almost 4,000 square
That's a
miles.
big county.
We're a big county, and we're a major county.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize that Monterey County is considered a major county,
Major county.
in the United States.
is.
So not only do I do stuff with the California Sheriff's Association, I'm part of the Major County Sheriff's Association, the National Sheriff's Association. So I know sheriffs all across the entire United States.
Well, let me say this to you. And because you and I met not too long back when you just became sheriff, but what you're doing is fabulous. You're doing it for the people of this community. I know they all love you, Tina. I've seen you in groups of people, and everybody's your friend. Everybody's your friend. They all love you. They love you. So what's not to love about this lady?
Well, I'm happy to hear that they love me, but I would love you just to respect me, and it's not me. I want to tell your viewers, people listening, people watching, we have some amazing people that work for us at the Sheriff's Office. The men and women that join law enforcement, that go into public safety, they care about their communities. They have a heart for service.
They do.
Which
Yeah.
heart for service is the highest calling I think that anybody can have, and I believe that. If you look at my bio, you see that I join stuff.
It says right here, she's an elk, she's a moose, she's a legionnaire, and has been a Rotarian for the past 10 years. She likes to join things, in her words.
Yeah, I'm also part of the Carmel Women's Club.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, great.
And I sit on different boards like a lot of our public service people.
Well, I've been around a long time, and it's been so much fun to get to know you. And I'll tell you, I've met a lot of sheriffs in my lifetime, but there's no one like Tina.
I was waiting to come on the show to have fun with you,
And that's all we do here.
And listen to your jokes. Like, do you have any like crazy ones for me?
I don't do. No, I don't do any of that.
Did they
stuff.
stop you? Did they stop you?
Well, they say, Gary, calm down. They settle down. That's what they say to me. Gary, settle down.
I was ready to laugh. That big hearty laugh, Gary.
Yeah.
So
anyway, thank you so much for being here tonight. It's been such a pleasure to have you.
Thank
and
you.
I'm going to get you back again. And anytime that I can do anything to help you and your department, I want to know.
Yeah, I need to come back because I noticed that you had Dave Ober on last year and this year.
Yeah.
So I got to beat Dave. I got to beat Dave.
We got to get you on a regular basis.
So Monterey on tonight. I'll
Monterey
come back
on tonight.
I'll come
and
back
I will
anytime.
I will make sure you will have a copy of this show, and then you can post it all over the department.
Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you, Gary. It was a pleasure.
Pleasure to see you. All right, back to more of tonight's concert. Here's Kenny Loggins.